What is the cost of actually converting an assisted living home, and what all do you have to do to convert an assisted living home? So if you guys are interested, go ahead and stick around. What's up, everyone? I hope you guys are all doing well. If you're new here, my name is Serge. Welcome to my channel. And I've actually created a Facebook group called Legion Assisted Living Academy. If you guys want to go join it, it's free. You might as well. So go ahead. I will put it right here, and I'll also link it down in the description. And to all my reoccurring viewers, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the topic of this video. Converting a home is actually really not that expensive. And I'm going to use myself for example, and I'm also going to use a couple other homes that I've seen converted and how much it's actually costed them. So let's go ahead and start with my conversion first. With my home, I actually didn't do very much to it to actually convert it. Reason being is because it was already an assisted living home prior to me actually getting into it. And so a lot of the things that were converted, I guess you could say I got lucky, but a lot of the things that I saw that were converted were just little things. They weren't anything crazy. And so the first things that I saw were all the handlebars, right? There were just a few handlebars. There's one installed in the master bedroom, just right next to the toilet, and just for a resident to be able to grab on and get up. And then there were a few things that I actually purchased at Walmart, and I believe they were like $30, and they were the suction cup handlebars that you can just suction, and you just lock them into place in the showers. I think I bought 3 of those, and I put them in the showers. So those are actually ones that you can just take off. You don't have to like manually screw them in or make holes in the walls. You can just suction them up against the wall. So those are about $30. And then the next things that I had to buy were actually the ramps at every entrance, and those cost me more. I bought them off of Amazon, and they were actually, no, I bought them from Home Depot. Sorry guys, I bought them from Home Depot. I just remember ordering them online from the Home Depot website, but they cost me roughly, I bought 3 ramps, and so they cost me roughly about $160 for all 3. And so that was roughly what I had to buy. And then I bought signs, as if you guys saw the tour of my home, you guys saw the little signs on the doors. You saw the exit signs, just signs that I put on the mirror. And these are signs that they're just adhesive, and so they just stick on, and you can just take them off whenever you do move out of the home, if you do decide to lease the home, or if you are actually just selling the home as just a regular residential home. But regardless, these are things that you could just take off, and I believe I paid like around $30 to $40 for all the signs to get them. And then also the back porch, there was like a smoking sign that I got, and I put up on the back. And the next things that I got were like the first aid kit that you need, a couple flashlights that you need, and then you need just a couple more things. All of this, all said and done, I probably spent about, I would say roughly, excuse me, roughly about $500 in all these little items that I had to get. And then you had, like I mentioned, the home was already previously being used as an assisted living. So the owner, actually my landlord, was kind enough to let me use like the commode that was in the bathroom and a few of these other deals and stuff to help with the residents. They already had them in the home, so I just was able to ask her and get that in our contract to allow me to use a few of these equipment things for the residents. And for the most part, those can cost a little bit more, probably a few $100s per thing, but a commode probably shouldn't cost that much. And you can find them, a lot of these things you can find them like used on OfferUp and also on the marketplace on Facebook. And you are able to be more cost effective doing this. So roughly, all said and done, I probably wasted or spent, like I said, $500 to convert my home per the regulations of Arizona. And I know you guys are probably like, wow, like that is not a lot. And it isn't. And I was very fortunate to be able to do that. So if you guys are able to actually find the pre-existing home that was already being used as an assisted living, a lot of the things will already be converted. Fortunately for me, I was able to save a lot of money, and also the city didn't require me to have certain things in place, which I'm going to talk about here in a moment, which were things like a fire sprinkler system, right, or even a fire panel. and so on and so forth, which I'll talk about how much actually what those actually cost. So moving forward, I remember when I was looking at other homes and looking at other things, I even just for the home that I have, fortunately the home was built with a sprinkler system already inside. So a lot of the newer homes that are built are actually required to have a sprinkler system in place. But since I was only getting licensed for a smaller amount, I wasn't required to have a fire panel, which I remember getting a quote for not only just the sprinkler system, but also the fire panel. And it was roughly about $3,500, so $3,500 in my area. I know that like in Scottsdale, in the West Valley, like Peoria, and different zonings and different city zonings, they require the fire panels and the sprinkler systems for 10 beds, and those run for roughly about 4,000 to 5,000 depending who you work with and depending the area, which is kind of just mind-boggling. So before you could even get licensed, you had to get all this in place, have a fire panel and a sprinkler system. So but if a home has already been converted, those things should already be in place, and so you shouldn't have to really worry about it. And that's why it's so much better to go and find a pre-existing home to try to lease or even purchase if you have the capital, so you don't. But if you're buying a home outright with none of the stuff already done, it's going to cost you probably an extra $10,000, give or take, to just convert the home itself to an assisted living facility. And that's why I want to be able to tell you guys this stuff, because there's so much more that goes into it than just like, oh, I want to start an assisted living home and let me just lease something and start putting residents in there. There's really a lot more that goes behind opening up an assisted living facility, especially when you have to keep up with the regulations and you have to make sure that you follow all this stuff, because if you don't, you're risking the chance of actually not getting licensed, and you don't want that at all. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much all that it took for me to actually convert my home. So yeah, guys, that is it. And if you guys stuck all the way to the end of this video, I appreciate you guys so much. And if you guys liked all the information in this video, go ahead, give this video a like, and go join that group if you guys haven't yet, and make sure to hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys all in the next video. God bless. Peace.